Whew, goes down easy. Water, that is. You didn't think I was drinking alcohol out of my wine glass. Come on, this is a health show. Sweathousefitness.com. Today I have an interview with health coach Stacey Kelly, and drinking water out of a wine glass helps her consume more water during the day. And she adds a little lemon to detoxify your body. That's what we're talking about today, are some of her healthy habits and her new fall cleanse that she has out. Thank you for joining us today. It was our first interview on Skype, so we had a few bumps in the road, but nothing that a little editing couldn't take care of. I hope that she joins me again. But most importantly, I hope that you get a lot of value out of our time with Stacey today. Remember to visit sweathousefitness.com if you can't watch the whole video. You can opt in for Stacey's recipes and her healthy tips that she shares with me. So enjoy the interview, and I'll see you at the end. Good morning. Joining me today is Stacey Kelly. She is a health coach. And can you tell us a little bit about you, Stacey, and about your website and what you do?
Okay, thank you, Patty. Good morning. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I am a health and wellness coach, and basically what that means is I support people to get healthy. So people are always trying to improve their health and their wellness, and sometimes you just really don't know what to do. You think you're doing all of these good things for yourself, and maybe you are, but there's always something else that we could be doing to improve our health. And so my role as a health and wellness coach is basically just to empower people with information and knowledge, really, so that they can make better nutritional choices for themselves, which work for their body.
Fantastic.
I do this through one-on-one coaching with clients. I have private sessions with clients, and I also do group coaching, as well as various cleanses and detoxes throughout the year. So there are a lot of ways in which you can either jumpstart your health, you can keep maintaining your health. I know for me as a health and wellness coach, I'm a pretty healthy person, but I'm always learning new things,
Right.
just being in this industry. And I'm always doing more. I'm always doing something else. And it challenges my body, challenges my mind, and it keeps me healthy. And so that's sort of my role as a health coach.
And as a health coach, do you have to be one-on-one in person for your business? Or can you be extended, like we're talking right now?
Well, that's a really good question. Thank you for asking that. Actually, I can do a lot of coaching over the telephone with clients.
Okay.
We can do video chatting like you and I are doing through Skype or FaceTime. And also I can see clients in person.
Okay.
Depending on the proximity, obviously, to where, my business is located. So a lot of clients, a lot of clients, I should say, are very busy. Most people are very busy, and it takes a lot of time to schedule appointments and actually get where you need to go to spend 50 minutes with someone.
Right.
So it's more convenient sometimes for people to just have a telephone session or a video session where you can do it from your living room or from your office at lunchtime or something like that.
How long have you been a health coach?
Well, I've been a health coach for almost a year now. I am receiving my certification, actually, from the Institute of Integrated Nutrition, and that will be completed in December. And it is a fantastic program that's actually taught me so much more about health and wellness than I even knew before.
Wow.
So you don't need to be certified to be a health coach. Mm-hmm. This is just a little extra credential, I guess.
Yes.
And really just more knowledge that I bring to the table for my clients, because I'm being taught all these different dietary theories and really sort of kind of what my core beliefs are anyway, that we're all just unique individual beings. Mm-hmm. And so for you might not work for me.
Right.
And that's okay.
Right.
Let's just figure out what works for me. So it's been about a year, and it's fantastic, and I absolutely love it.
You're a subject matter expert, but you can keep growing, right? That is such a broad knowledge base that.
Absolutely. I think I read this somewhere. I like to think I made it up, but I don't believe I did. That health is not a destination. It's a journey.
Right.
You're never there.
Yes.
You're never there. And so that's sort of what I like to think about for myself. And, sometimes you go forward a little and then sometimes you move back.
Yep.
And that's okay. And then you just keep moving forward. And so you just find what works for you that's going to keep you going for the long run. No short-term fixes don't work. You need something that's going to sustain you.
Right. Well, that's such a great point, and it leads us into the next question of what is your health journey? And if you can tell us about that, what inspired you to head down this road and to help others?
Oh, that's a really good question. Nutrition has always been a passion of mine. It was about 15 years ago, I guess. About 15 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer.
Wow.
Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I was 29 years old, single, and I got this, big bomb dropped on me, and it was a life changer for me. It was a life changer, and I didn't realize it at the time, but as a way to sort of control an uncontrollable situation, I became a vegetarian.
Wow.
And I didn't realize at the time that I was actually doing my body such a huge, huge favor.
Wow, really?
Because a plant-based diet is really the ultimate. It really is the way to go. I don't advocate it for everybody. I have no problem if people want to eat animal protein. I'm not a vegetarian anymore. But I do think that if you eat a mostly plant-based diet, your body is going to have the ability to heal itself from certain things. And I'm not saying I healed myself from cancer. I'm just saying I gave myself a strong start so that the medicine I had really did its job.
Wow. And a lot of people don't realize that nutrition is a huge impact on your body, that they're putting things into their body that are unnatural, and it's they turn towards their doctor when really they could just look at themselves, and what they're eating would make a difference, I think.
It would absolutely make a difference. And I'm certainly not saying that I cured myself from cancer by eating salads.
Yeah, right.
I don't believe that happened. I do believe that I gave my body the immune support it needed, because chemotherapy really wreaks havoc on all of your bodies. And, and then years later I suffered from infertility, I think as a relation to that. And so I believe all of the healthy eating that I did and that I continue to do really, really just helped my body overcome, the hits it kept taking.
Right. Well,
and so, you are what you eat.
Definitely.
Good
for you for finding that out. That's inspiring. Now, leading into that is our healthy habits that maybe from that point, or maybe some that you've had your whole life. What are some healthy habits that you find yourself doing every day?
Well, every day I have a green smoothie in the morning.
Okay.
I blend up this morning's was some kale, frozen banana, a peach, and a handful of almonds, blended up with some almond milk. And that's pretty much my breakfast every morning. I vary the fruits and the veggies, but I have a green smoothie every single morning. And I find that on the days that I don't, if for some reason I'm too busy or I can't get to it, that I feel off for the whole day.
Yeah.
I lost my ear. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I feel a little bit off, and it really does affect how I eat for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So having morning for me really sets me up for a habit of good self-care, I guess.
I like that. Throughout
the whole day. And I love it. And I've turned my husband onto them. He has them with me. And, my kids will drink them. One child will drink it if it's green. It doesn't matter. He pretty much eats anything and everything you put in front of him. The other one, if it's green, won't touch it.
Isn't that funny?
I know. I throw carrots and cucumbers with some fruit in there, and if it's red, he'll drink it.
Really? Well, that's a really good tip. That try to switch it up a little bit for your kids and customize it for them.
Absolutely. And they're getting a really good infusion in the morning of, healthy fruits and vegetables. And I only use organic, so there's no pesticides associated with it. And so that's a healthy habit that I absolutely have. I drink a lot of water. And actually I have here a glass of water with lemon. I don't know if you can see it. And it's in a wine glass.
I love that.
I like to drink my water in a wine glass because I feel like I drink more.
Okay.
Which I guess...
That's a great tip.
I don't know. difference.
Now, do you have an app that you use when you run, or do you have an app that you use to keep you on track for anything?
I do have an app that I use when I run. Actually, I use something called MyFitnessPal.
Okay. And what does that do?
Which I really like it because it tracks your mileage and your pace.
Okay.
And I'm currently training for my first half marathon.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you, which is scheduled for October 6th.
Okay.
So I've never run that far before, so I'm really excited about the challenge. That's why I signed up for it. Sometimes I just like to challenge myself.
I hear a couple of messages. Do you send those messages to your clients of just get out and do it? Set a goal. Just get out there and you have to take action now.
I do, actually. A big thing for me is that you can't change unless you get a little uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody likes change.
Right.
No one likes change.
Right. Change is hard.
Because it's bothersome.
Yes.
It's uncomfortable. You're used to doing what you're doing, right? Even if it's not working for you, it's familiar.
Right.
And so you can't change unless you're a little uncomfortable. And so you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yep. Have you had a bad habit that you've broken, and how have you overcome that? It sounds like you have those things that everyone else does of not wanting to do it, but you know it's the best for you. So how do you get your clients to break those bad habits?
Well, for me, I can say that I was a big sugar addict.
Yeah?
Huge. In particular, like a gummy bear addict.
No way! That's specific, huh?
Yes, Haribo gummy bears. Not just any gummy bears, the little gold package that you can get at the drugstore for 99 cents. I mean, and I would eat a whole bag every night. But I was never gaining weight. I was always feeling good. So I just thought, okay, it's just my thing. I just like to do it. No problem. But the truth of the matter is that it's a lot of sugar to be consuming, and certainly a lot of sugar to be consuming at night. You know, this would be after my kids were going to bed. And, you know, sugar is just poison for your body. It's really, really bad for you. And so I broke that habit sort of unwittingly. I didn't really have any intention of giving it up because I was thinking, it's just my thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I eat healthy 90% of the time, probably more. Mm-hmm. And so if this is the one thing I choose to do, then that's fine. And I do believe in that philosophy, sort of a 90-10 approach. A piece of cake, or you can have your dessert, or you can have your chicken parm or whatever. I really do believe that, because you can't be, there's no such thing as perfection.
Right. 100% of the time you can't be it.
You set yourself up for failure if that's the case. And so I unwittingly broke myself of this habit by doing one of my little food experiments that I like to do. I was vegan for 30 days.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I like to try little different dietary theories so that I can better relate to my clients. Right. And so I was vegan for 30 days, probably back in April, I guess. So it's just not that long ago. And, you know, it was rough in the beginning, not from a sugar perspective, but I was really missing cheese because I used to put it in my salads and blue cheese. I used to put it in everything. And so I got through the sort of rough period. And then after a while, it was fine. And I lost my taste, quite frankly, for all that sweet, because after my little food experiment was over, I went back to my normal eating, you know, which is, you know, occasionally animal protein, a little cheese here and there. And I had some gummy bears, and I just didn't like them anymore.
Wow, so you changed yourself.
It was too sweet for me.
Yeah, that is a really neat experiment that you do for yourself. And so that impacted you on a number of ways. Do you eat as much dairy or as much meat as you did prior to that experiment?
Well, actually, I don't eat any dairy now, because I did another food experiment after that where I went dairy-free and gluten-free for a month. Okay.
I'm there right now. That's funny that you say that.
And I actually wrote a blog on my website, so I'll give you that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I wrote a blog about it. So 30 days to dairy-free, gluten-free. And it was definitely an experience, because I had a lot of detox symptoms that I certainly did not expect. I got headaches. I was feeling weak. I had a lot of digestive upset. I was a little backed up, for lack of a better word, which is not an issue I have because I eat so many plants. Right. And, once I got through that, and I found different gluten-free options. I really like crackers, and so I had to find some good gluten-free crackers. And so I eat like lentil crackers now, and I enjoy a piece of toast once in a while. So I found some good gluten-free bread that I like.
Okay.
And so once I was able to sort of make adjustments for myself, it really was no problem. And so after the 30 days, I reintroduced the foods back in, and my body did not handle the dairy well at all. And so I've just really cut that out completely. And the gluten was fine when I reintroduced it. But the truth is that I actually feel better not eating it for them.
That's a good tip too. I think that a lot of healthy living, we put good things in our body ourselves, but then our kids ask for things like Cheetos and chocolate milk and gummy bears. And it's like we give it to them, but we know that it's really bad for them. So why are we doing like this, sabotaging our kids' diets? But
it's very hard with children because you want them to be strong and healthy, but you don't want them, and I struggle with this, you don't want them to feel like an outsider.
Right.
Oh, you don't want them to feel like the freaky kid who can only eat, carrots and celery. Yeah. So, my policy that I've adopted basically is, in our house, treats, we call them treats. They're sometimes foods.
Okay.
So they're not off the table. My kids have birthday cake. When we're going to a birthday party on Saturday, they're going to have cake and pizza.
Right. Yeah.
And it's fine. It's really fine. They eat very healthy most of the time. They know that they have to have their healthy meal. That's sort of our phrase in the house, if they're going to get a treat. And treats are not every day.
Good.
There are sometimes foods.
And something that you're really into right now, whether it's a product or a cleanse, I like your experiments that you've done this year. Are you doing another one of those, or tell us about it?
Well, actually, I'm glad you asked that question because I have a fall cleanse that's coming out tomorrow.
Wow, awesome.
It's coming out tomorrow, and it's going to be starting on September 23rd. The cleanse itself starts on the 23rd, but it's available for purchase tomorrow. Okay. And it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to be doing the cleanse along with, my fellow cleansers. And it's an 11-day clean eating program. Okay. It's 11 days of good, clean, healthy meals. So essentially what you're doing is taking out the sugar, caffeine, the processed foods, alcohol, and what you're eating is just really healthy, good, delicious meals.
Fantastic. So you have the meals planned for us?
I have a sample sort of healthy meal ideas for 11 days that people will get, but you're also going to get a 38-page 77 recipe booklet.
Wow, that's great.
It's really an amazing program. There's going to be 77 recipes that you can choose from if you don't want to do the 11 days of suggested. It's just an idea. It can be a little overwhelming, so sometimes people just want to know, here's what you're eating. But maybe something on there you don't like, and so you go to the recipe book and you swap it out for something else. And it's breakfast, lunch, dinners, snacks, desserts. It's all healthy, whole foods, real foods that are going to heal your body. That are going to heal your body. So I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to do it myself, and I'm excited for other people to do it with me. So so I have that coming out. That's going to be on my website tomorrow, available for.
And why should we cleanse? Why would this be something that someone should consider?
That's a great question. Well, we ingest so many toxins throughout the day, through the food we eat, and just quite frankly, from sitting out in the backyard like I'm doing now. There's construction going on down the road, or someone might be, I don't know, spraying on the lawn or something for mosquitoes. It's been a mosquito season. So through our environment and through what we eat, we are ingesting toxins all the time. And unless we get rid of them, unless we eliminate them, they build up. And you can tell that if you have a buildup of toxins, when you start to feel run down and sluggish and get headaches, and body aches can be a sign of this, irritability, mood swings, general lethargy, fatigue. So if you're experiencing any of that, and quite frankly, we're also busy, so it's kind of, we're all experiencing that. But I think all toxic. I all toxic, myself included. Sort of rejuvenation time. It's almost like New Year's. You feel like, oh, okay, it's a chance to start fresh.
Yes.
Today is the day. And so that's why I think a cleanse in the fall is a really good idea, because it sort of sets you up to clean out your system, and it sets you up for the holidays that are coming, because we have Halloween, and if you have kids, you know how much candy is in the house.
Yes.
And then Thanksgiving, and then the holidays in December. And so all of that is food related. And so if you clean out your system now, you start fresh, you're going to have, I promise you, you're going to have a different mentality about food after you cleanse. That you're going to be able to handle those October, November, December months better and not indulge like you would have before.
Right. Tell us about your website, where everyone can find you.
Okay. Yes. Well, my website is called livingyouroptimallife.com, all one word. And it's basically about living the best life you can, living your optimal life. And there are tons of recipes on my website. You can go, if you're looking for a smoothie recipe, look under the juices. If you're looking for salads, if you're looking for green leafy vegetable recipe, there's so many recipes. I blog on there, so there's lots of blog posts about my own experiences, things that have worked for me. I try to give healthy tips. So that's livingyouroptimallife.com. I'm also very active on Facebook. My Facebook page is Stacey Kelly Health Coaching livingyouroptimallife.com.
Which I love your face. Stacey Kelly, it has been such a pleasure to talk with you today. Personally, I've learned from your habits, and I can't wait to transcribe this and really put your message out of creating healthy habits. And food eating is an experiment, what you put into your body, see how it affects you. And it just was a really pleasure talking with you. And I wish you the best in your 11-day cleanse. Personally, I'm going to do that too. So I will blog about it, and I can't wait to see it tomorrow, and I'll get right on it.
Thank you so much, Patty. This was really, really great. Thank you so much.
Yes, have a great rest of your week.
Thank you, you too.
Bye, Stacey.
Bye.
Ooh, this looks really good. Hey guys, I hope you liked the interview with Stacey Kelly. I know I got a lot out of it, and I'm really excited to try her fall cleanse. If you liked this video, please hit the like button below. If you'd like future interviews, you can subscribe to my page, Sweathouse Fitness, on YouTube, or visit my website, sweathousefitness.com. From there, you can enter your email address, and every time that I have a blog post, I'll send you a PDF which would summarize the interview, favorite recipe, healthy habits, things like that. And if you know of anyone that's super healthy, maybe they own a studio, they're a fitness instructor or a nutritionist, please send them my way. I'd love to get to know them and share their healthy secrets with you. I'm Patty Post with Sweathouse Fitness. And again, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, and have a healthy day.